ॐ अग्निर्ज्योति ज्योति अग्निः स्वाहा सूर्यो ज्योति ज्योति सूर्यः स्वाहा अग्निवर्चो ज्योति वर्चः स्वाहा सूर्यो वर्चो ज्योति वर्चः स्वाहा ज्योतिः सूर्यः सूर्यो ज्योति स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः दीपस्य देवताय नमः गन्धाक्षतपुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। ततो नमस्कारं करोमि। गुरु सत्ता का आवाहन करेंगे। ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः।
On everybody's behalf, I request and pray to Guru Satta, please shower your blessings on us, Gurudev. Please shower your blessings on us, Gurudev. Please shower your blessings on us, Gurudev.
Welcome to all Sai devotees present here. We are starting our today's program with an incident in the life of Sainath of Shirdi. Shirdi was a small village during his lifetime. It had Rahata village on one side and Kopargaon on another. Between both the villages, Shirdi was even smaller than these two villages. But still, Sai Baba chose Shirdi, this specific village for his work. At that time, for carrying people around, there were only bullock carts and one's legs. With the help of the same, devotees used to reach her from far off places. This incident happened at that time. Repairing work was going on in Dwarkamai, and it was summer time. And it was very hot. It was so hot that even the birds were resting under the shade of the trees rather than flying in the sky. The workers had prepared the cement mixture as per their regular schedule. The time was around 12 noon in the afternoon. All the workers were feeling very thirsty. The water facility was very far away from them. If they went to drink water, then the prepared mixture could have dried up. So they decided not to go to drink water. But eventually, due to their decision, their throats were getting dry. In such weird situation, in such difficult situation, was being done. In such a situation, and then Sainath of Shirdi came for its inspection. So he came to know the agony of those laborers. And to remove that agony, he took all the laborers in his own aura. And after doing that, he asked some persons, I'm very thirsty, my throat is drying up, someone bring water. All the people from there ran to get water. A Muslim brought glass of water for him. Baba took the glass from his hand and he was about to drink water. While a Hindu person also brought a glass of water and said, Baba, he is a Muslim. Do not drink water from his glass. Drink water from my glass. I've got for you. Baba then put the water of both the glasses in a pot and asked both of them to answer. Can you tell me which is the Hindu's water and which is the Muslim's water? It's unrecognizable. That water belongs to God, neither Hindu nor Muslim. By doing this, he himself drank a glass of water, and as soon as he drank the water, all the souls, all the laborers who were thirsty inside, their aura, their vibrations got their thirst quenched. The body of Sadguru seems very small to see, but his aura, his vibrations are much bigger inside his aura. If a person is thirsty inside him, he feels thirsty. If someone is hungry, he feels hungry. That's why he never keeps the animals, never keeps the laborers, never keeps the persons thirsty or hungry, never ever. Because if they are thirsty, he felt the pain of their thirst. And if they are hungry, he feels the pain of their hunger. And that was the time period was such when it was very important to emphasize this point. It was very important. In 1857, there was a war of independence which was unsuccessful at that time. And there were powers of national unity. And such national unity does not arise again. That's why, at that time, the efforts were being made to divide Hindus and Muslims completely, create a rift between them, that they should not be together like earlier times. With the same thought, another hoax was going on. With the same thinking, the work of bringing unity among them was very necessary. So Babaji did that work at that time of his entire life. Often numerous Sadgurus in their lifetime tried to solve the ongoing problems in the society, learned about the weaknesses, and had worked on that particular part to improve the situations. At that time, the main task was to build unity. So he gave more emphasis on that task. Like this is in the life of every Sadguru you see. If some say don't drink alcohol, then people would drink more liquor at that time. If someone say don't smoke cigarettes, then people would smoke more cigarettes. That is during that time. When society have their shortcomings or faults. So accordingly, every Sadguru has tried to remove that shortcomings for that time, have tried their best. If you read the character of old Sadgurus, you will definitely see one thing in those characters. And one thing you will find common in all biographies, common in all their lifetimes, common in all their tenure. And that is, for so many years, so many Sadgurus have tried so hard, tried so much. Even then, those problems still persist as they were then. Have you given a thought that what's the problem? The problem is you should respect women. Respect the woman. Many Sadgurus have told and stressed upon this thing in their whole lifetime, but still, even today, this problem has persistently been there as it was. Even today, Women's Day is celebrated. Even today, we still keep talking of equal genders. We keep talking about equal rights. In reality, this is one type of inferior mentality. Secondly, they talk exactly opposite of what they think. That the ego in men always tends towards keeping the women suppressed. Always they try to with all their might. And these efforts have been undertaken since many years. And each Sadguru has all their lifetimes has thrown a light on this. They have told this, have said this. So what's the remedy for this problem? What's the way out for this problem? Why this problem exists in the first place? This problem arose only and only because of just materialistic thinking. Materialistic, when you go beyond this material wants, you will reach at the soul level. Then you find no difference in a man's soul and a woman's soul. Secondly, I'm not talking about surrender. But you go through the history of old time sages. Teachings of any sage. Experiences of any gurus. This all haven't been cherished by women only better than anyone else. They have cherished it, they have nurtured it, they have grown it. Secondly, you many times may have come to Shirdi for worship. You may have bowed here. But the correct way to worship, appropriate way, I am telling you. Today I will show you. Worshipping is done with central nerve. See, if we come in a hurry, come creating chaos, come creating a crowd, then we will be going to the right side. Secondly, if we come depressed, come with sadness, then we will be going the left side. And worshipping while drifting to either side is never going to benefit you at all. For good worshipping, it's necessary to be in the middle. Whenever you go to any place, as it happens, like if you go to see Taj Mahal and if some guide at Taj Mahal or a knowledgeable person about Taj is with you, he will give you full information, will explain you properly, and you also will be happy and you will understand everything. Otherwise, you went alone, wandered there and returned nothing, you will know nothing about it. You will get no knowledge about it, no information whatsoever. Exactly in the same way, if you are traveling to any holy place or visiting any temple, during that pilgrimage, it's absolutely necessary that your guru too is there with you. So culturally, pilgrimage and gurus company is of special importance. Pilgrimage with Sadguru means wherever the Sadguru will go, he will connect to the energy of the place. He will absorb that energy of that place. When he receives it, you will receive it too for free. As you know, it happens. If TV is switched on for a person in the room, other people there can watch it obviously. Really, the same thing happens here. Once I held a camp for 90 Jain monks at Anidana. Monks and nuns all were inclusive in it, from different monastic orders, coming from different places. There's a big hill over there, a really big one. There is a statue of Sri Adinath Bhagwan erected at the top. A temple is constructed. So we were some days into the camp. And we all went to that temple together collectively to bow to the god. When we were just about to reach, almost 1 kilometer before, we all took halt at a certain temple. All 100 of us collectively practiced meditation, did penance. And after the meditation, I explained them that there are vibrations in the sacral chakra of the statue. What does vibrations at sacral chakra mean? That time, when that divine energy was invoked in the statue, for understanding of young people here, when they did programming of that statue, configured it. At that invocation time, whatever that society lacked at that time, that was satisfaction. People must have been unsatisfied, they weren't content. So when divinity was invoked in it, saints who were there, the monks there, invoked those vibrations at sacral chakra, so that whoever that comes, any person who worships this statue, after worshipping that statue, that person would get satisfaction. He would feel content, he would feel gratified. Such a programming is done while invoking divinity. All of you, before going there, should learn to concentrate on your sacral chakra. So first we learn this, then after we will enter this temple. So all of these Jain monks and nuns focused on their sacral chakra, and after that all of us entered inside the temple. And to our surprise, every one of them felt the vibrations at their sacral chakra. We feel them right at top of the head of an infant. A pulsation we keep feeling, just like that, vibrations were felt at everyone's sacral chakra. Then all those monks and nuns said, Swamiji, we have been coming here for so many years. We haven't felt anything like this till today. I said, where the energy is invoked, where the divine is invoked, that you should know. And when you know that, you will feel it yourself. Today you learned that, and as you learned, you felt those. At each place, at each area, divine energy is invoked with a specific purpose. Just at the bottom, at footing of that hill, there is a place called Talhati. After the camp was over, all of us together, we practiced meditation at Talhati. Did meditation, and after the meditation was over, there was a nun who was on a wheelchair. She said, Swamiji, I have been visiting here for last 30-40 years, but the aura that I got to see today, the aura that I felt today, I haven't experienced it ever before. The reason for my mentioning wheelchair is that for getting that wisdom to attain spirituality, there is never late. Never ever think that now I have grown old, I can't achieve any spiritual state, I am old now, confined to this chair, I cannot sit down, so my spiritual level can't be elevated. Do not ever fall for this self-degree. That's why I purposely emphasized that the nun was on a wheelchair. Even she achieved that experience. Dear people, this is connection of soul and the Divine Supreme. So, however weak or however frail your body is, totally irrelevant here. And so get rid of such thoughts that we are old now, we are weak, we cannot possibly sit on the ground. If you can sit down, it's a good thing. If you can't sit, I've told you a way out. Keep touching the ground with bare feet. Keep them touching the ground. So at any area, at any place, like you are visiting Shirdi for so many years, at Shirdi, on just one chakra, with one single key, all the locks get unlocked. Just at this place. Just here only. Just one mantra, just one sentence. With this single sentence, all the mysteries are opened up. Have you given a thought? Have you ever contemplated this? Why did he give us this sentence? That single sentence is everyone's God is one. Single sentence, Divine Supreme is one for all. Everything has been said in this single sentence. All the blessings, every blessing, all the grace in one single sentence. Divine Supreme is one. This sentence, today, if the world embraces, then the world peace can certainly be a reality. Whatever wars have been fought or are happening now, these wars are happening on the names of forms of worship or names of religion. The ways of worshipping all the religion were established to invoke the humanity inside all humans. This was the object. The very way of worshipping is killing the humanity itself. Today, whatever is the disturbance, there is to solve that in a single sentence. He has given a momentous message to the whole world. And this message is not just for India, it's for the whole world. You just imagine Divine Supreme is one, means Supreme God is one, Divine Soul is one. If the whole world accepts this message, the conflicts over appearance of God, conflicts over way of worshipping that are going on, the fights that are on, this all will stop. Secondly, when the Supreme Divine One, Supreme God is one, Supreme Soul is one, and we all are His children. The caste, the language, religion, nations, all discrimination will come to an end, and the concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam can manifest into a reality. Understand real essence of one sentence. He too would have foreseen the future conditions, would have foreseen the times ahead, and the remedy for it, the way out of it, the path there is. That he would have tried to figure out. When you start talking like this, some people will always start saying that no, we are being radicals because they have become radicals. I say he's sitting on a ladder, so do you want to become that? Why are you keeping your conscience engulfed in negativity? Why your conscience keeps seeing about who has given up progressing? Keep your conscience filled with positivity. Look at those who have reached their destination. Keep your conscience focused there. Keep trying to achieve that destination. Why do you keep thinking about just the failures? Where the way of worshipping reaches its end point, there manifests the Divine Supreme. Because the Divine Supreme is a destination, and all the ways of worshipping are the ladders. They are ways, they are the paths. Secondly, in whatever way of worshipping, in whatever way of life you are born. Think about it. You have had no choice regarding that. For example, in whatever home you are born, the brother of your father will become your uncle. He is your uncle. Whether you consider him as an uncle or you don't, he will always be your uncle only. Whoever is the sister of your mother will be called as your aunt, whether you consider her as an aunt or not. In the same way, whichever way of worshipping was accepted by the home you were born, that very way of worshipping will be yours too, irrespective of you accept it or you don't. Now, regarding this way of worshipping thing, I kept calling it the way of worshipping because you keep calling it as a religion. This is not the religion, but these are all different ways of worshipping. There is just one religion, that is humanity. We all have only one religion, and that's humanity. We never had a choice regarding religion. The religion has been attached to each of us. Like uncle is attached, maternal uncle is attached, aunt is attached, maternal aunt is attached. Similarly, religion is attached too. We haven't chosen our religion before we were born. These are just three things we get when we are born. One is soul, which is a reflection of the Almighty. Secondly, we have serpent power, which keeps a record of your lifetime deeds, whatever the good deeds you have done, whatever the bad deeds you have done. Thirdly, there's your subtle body. What is subtle body? The extent of spiritual progress you have achieved. In the previous life, your future spiritual progress depends on it. Many a times, you may come across small children who are on a higher spiritual level already. What does that mean? It means that their subtle body is already developed at an upper level, has already evolved a lot, and that's why when they took birth this time, spiritually they progressed rapidly. They advanced very fast. Thirdly, many people convert to other religions seeking spiritual progress. Just externally changing the religion isn't going to yield anything. For example, suppose a person is having a severe pain in his stomach, he is having painful pangs. You help him and take him to the hospital. After that, you remove his white clothes and change him into red apparels. Will his stomach pain get cured? No. Remove red clothes and make him wear green clothes now. Will his stomach pain get cured? No. Now remove those green clothes and make him wear yellow clothes. Will his stomach pain get cured? No. Stomach pain can only be cured by proper medicines. Just changing apparels of his will do nothing. In the same way, externally you change into millions and hundreds of religions, nothing's going to happen. The change must start from your inside, from your core. The religion which is at your core must be awakened. When you achieve self-realization, then very firstly, a very thin thread, nothing much, it's a vivid experience, a very thin thread travels through all the chakras sequentially up to the crown chakra. Means while passing, it keeps giving vibrations to all the chakras. And whatever diseases you have, whatever the problems you have in your life, everything of it is related to one or the other chakra in one way or the other. And as those chakras start to get momentum, as your chakras start vibrating, as the chakras gets activated, the chakras start getting healed. As your chakras start getting healed, simultaneously your life problems also get solved. Secondly, the purpose of your life starts awakening. The purpose of life dawns from inner core of you. Purpose here means the wisdom. Purpose here means knowledge. The wisdom of what is right and what is wrong. This wisdom starts awakening straight from your inner core. Then you have no need of external information and knowledge. You don't feel the need to seek any external device that this thing is good or this thing is bad. You don't need to ask. That wisdom would be arising within you. Your soul would be enlightened, and in that enlightenment, you will start seeing everything very clearly. Let me give you an example to clarify this. See, suppose there is this huge big hall, and there I am sitting inside that hall. And there I have caught hold of a snake, supposing it as a rope. And you are shouting from the window, Swamiji, there's a snake, and I am not believing you. Why am I not believing? Because of unawareness. I am not seeing that snake as a snake, I am holding it as a rope, and I am holding it in my hand. How much ever you keep shouting, I will not be believing you, because my ignorance is so solid, my belief is such strong, that it is indeed a rope. But then someone among you people come inside. You come and switch on the light, and as the light switches on, as the hall gets lit up brightly, I will see that supposed rope that I am holding is in reality a snake, and I'll get rid of it. You need not offer any advice, no need to say anything, no need to request me, there won't be any need. I will let go of it myself. In exactly the same way, we too, because of our strong ignorance, have been holding to many assumptions, many addictions related to our bodies. We are caught in this web. As we really think that this everything is okay. We really believe that this is all right. Though in reality, it is not right. We believe strongly that this is right, and no one can and should give it a jolt. But as we attain self-realization, as you get enlightened from your inside, the wisdom will start rising from inside. You will see for yourself all those bad and wrong things you have been holding so far. You will let go of all those things yourself. And that's why there is no place for external advices. What is right to do, what should not be done, what should be there, nothing whatsoever. Directly, a light engulfs you from the inside. The lamp inside you is lit up brightly. Speaking of the lamp now, there is a danger in surrendering. There is also an illusion in complete surrender. There is one fault in this surrender thing. See, I keep telling you about the good and the bad. Why? Because I want you to be alert in that. For example, suppose you are a lamp which is not lit, and you are thrown far away into some bushes lying there alone. And then you see a place, you see that place in the whole forest which is brightly shining with strong light, a whole big ground, the ground which is shining with brightest of lights. Seeing that brightest of lights, a desire arises inside you, the lamp to get lit up just like that. And with this desire to get lit up, the lamp moves slowly towards that bright light. And as it gets closer to the light, as it gets more close to it, you come across a scene that a very, very huge lamp is lit up there. And many other small unlit lamps like you are moving closer and closer in a line, joining their wicks to the big lamp and getting themselves lit up. And by getting this light, there are thousands and millions of lamps lit up now. And the light from these millions of lamps is shining at that place. You also go and join those lamps. You also go and join the line. You also come closer and closer to the big lamp. You also start feeling that I am also lit up now. There is light shining everywhere now. You feel that you are also part of that light, and your lamp is also lit up now. But as you return back to your home, as you come back to the place you were lying, you realize that it was all an illusion. It was a hallucination. There was so much light, so much brighter, that you assumed that your lamp was also lit up now, when your lamp was never lit at all. Your lamp was never lit up, in fact. Because of the bright light everywhere, an illusion was created out of it. Misunderstanding was created. that my lamp is also lit now. And this is the biggest hurdle about collectivity. That when you are together with millions of others, in collectivity of millions of others, and after coming into the collectivity, you start getting benefits of that, you start gaining something from that. Then you start assuming that I also have achieved self-realization and my lamp is also lit up now. I am citing this example now because just some days ago, a disciple came to me to show his brand new car. He said, Swamiji, it's my wish my car's first worship ritual should be done by you. I expressed my pleasure that he brought his own new car, etc. He said, Swamiji, see how much I have progressed, how I have developed. Just 3 years ago, I used to sit on footpath, sell socks every day, and now I have a socks factory. He was very happy that day. He seemed to be on cloud 9. I said to him, this is not an indication of progress. This is not an indication of advancement. Every single one is getting economic benefits. Everyone is getting financial returns these days. Now that you too have joined them, so you are also getting benefited. This is not a progress of your own self. If you want to see where you really stand, if you want to see the real progress you have made, then examine how fast you ascend into meditation when you're alone. The faster the meditation, the greater is the progress. Yes, it happens. When you join with others here, you will start getting financial benefits, material benefits. Your small problems will start getting solved automatically. A kind of profit you will really start coming to you. This all is an illusion. This all is not true. In this web of illusion, you will see, you will feel you've progressed, what experiences you're getting, what feeling you're getting. It feels amazing. But those experiences are from the collectivity. You're getting them due to collectivity. They are not yours own. But you will be under impression that they are yours own. And you will start being greedy. That what a progress I have achieved. What financial success I have achieved. What a feat I have achieved in meditation. And what beautiful experiences I'm getting. A useless greed will soon be setting inside you. And so, do not ever get tangled into the illusions of collectivity. See, it's a simple thing. If you join millions of others who are seeking progress, you also are bound to make a certain progress with them. What's the big deal in it? Didn't you get it? Let me explain more. Suppose there's a 4-horse cart. In this 4-horse cart, all the 4 horses wish to take the cart to the station. You are the one lazy, dishonest horse among them. But as you were now tied to the horse cart, remaining 3 horses will pull you to the station together with them obviously. Did you reach there yourself? No. You have been made to reach there. And you are being more and more greedy that I have reached the station. In reality, you haven't. You've been pulled and made to reach. And that's why, do not get engulfed into this web of small benefits. Whether you really have progressed, whether you've really achieved the advancement. Have I really in true sense understood and known the self-realization? And if I really have understood how has been my own progress, how well I'm progressing? A lot of people want to know. Many people have a dire desire to know that how well I'm making progress. Swamiji, how well I'm advancing? I always say, you're asking, that means you're not progressing. The progress in meditation is a progress such that you are too much immersed into it to notice whether you're progressing or not. So always keep observing. Always be alert. As I keep myself alert always, that whether my guru is with me or not, every day I keep observing this. In the same way, you also keep observing. Whether I am always with my guru or not, I am always there with you, but it's you who are just with me intermittently. Keep sitting alone. See whether your hands are receiving vibrations or not. How fast you can go into meditation. Within fraction of seconds, you should be getting into deep meditation. within fraction of seconds. That's how meditation should be done. You are meditating in collectivity, but that's not the true meditation. That's not the real meditation. You are going into deep meditation here at center, but that's not enough. You should be able to meditate alone. Do sit for meditation at home alone, and when you're able to go into deep meditation, that's your achievement. Everything else is an illusion only. Whether you alone have made any progress, whether you really made some advancement, always keep a keen eye on it every day. However beautiful experiences you get in meditation, however deep you go into meditation, it is not going to be permanent. That stage may not be achieved the other day. And so, keep practicing it consistently. Do not be greedy upon the stage you've achieved. Don't develop an ego over it. That what a meditative stage I have reached, what deep meditation I have achieved. You might be aware about the brass utensils. They need to be polished every day. Still, you can see it has lost some shine the next day. The shine gets somewhat faded. In the same way, however, deep meditative stage, whatever elevated meditative state you might achieve, do not be greedy over that progress. It is going to fade away eventually. Because the people around there, the vibes around there, the pollution around there, this is all going to affect it for sure. So keep polishing your brass utensil always. Keep meditating consistently. Keep the practice on regularly. That's why consistent meditation and meditation in collectivity, these both are very, very important things. This web of illusion in collectivity that I'm stressing upon, because we start receiving many benefits immediately in it. And because we are getting immediate results, a web of illusion starts engulfing within us. For today, the message of Sri Sai Baba is this. On one day, Sri Sai Baba was at Dwarka Mai as usual. Many devotees as usual were meeting him with all their hearts, all their faith. They were offering flowers, offering garlands. Some were singers who were offering their service through singing. Some were musicians who were playing instruments as their service towards him. So everyone there was expressing their devotion with full heart. And at that time, one Dada Bhatt and one Dr. Pandit both arrived there the same time. Dada Bhatt offered worship to Sai, offered flowers, put his head on Baba's feet. By that time, Dr. Pandit also arrived there. He also put his head on Baba's feet, offered flowers, and he applied sandal paste on Baba's forehead in form of 3 lines. Sai usually didn't allow anyone even to touch his forehead. But still he allowed him. And when he left, immediately Dada Bhatt asked, Sai, you don't allow anyone to touch your forehead, leave alone applying sandal paste. How come you allowed him? And then Sainath of Shirdi answered, he did not apply the sandal paste to me. The sandal paste wasn't really applied at all. When he stood in front of me, inside me, at my place, he saw his own guru in front of him, who was a Brahmin named like Puranik Baba. He used to apply the sandal paste like this, and he applied that to me while seeing me as his own guru. So the body seemingly may look different. The core guru element is the same. So he applied that sandal paste on me by seeing his own guru in me. He didn't apply that paste to me considering me as a Sai Baba. He did not even see me. Even inside me, he kept seeing his own guru inside me. What he was trying to teach was, what he was trying to explain is that the element of guru is a continuum of flow, constantly flowing stream of energy. Keep your conscience focused on that stream. Do not focus on the pipe. Pipe may be of different shapes and sizes, different in colors and features. But the stream which is flowing through is the same. He was trying to teach and explain this. He tried to show this. Secondly, while meditating, when you will reach a beautiful state, you achieve an upper stage. That time your existence will evolve in zero. What does evolve into zero mean? One can see anyone inside you then. And you will start experiencing such incidences in your life too. Such incidences I have also experienced in my life. I'm telling you this on the basis of those. I haven't really read any books. Once, I took whole of my family to a Kashmir tour. I had not been to Kashmir in my life before. That was the first time I landed at the Srinagar airport. After getting down there was a guide named Hamid, and he had planned the whole itinerary of our Kashmir tour. He was there at the airport to receive us. He came across nicely to me. He welcomed all of us in a nice way. He had got a nice vehicle for all of us. He made us sit in that vehicle. And just as he was settling down, he asked, Baba, have you ever been to Kashmir before? I said sadly, no Hamid, I haven't been here before. Yes, I had a longing about that, but I had never been here before ever. These all people insisted that I should swim here now. While having this conversation, we had just got out of the Srinagar airport and at the very first signal over there. As our car was standing there, a car stopped and a Sikh man down the window glass said, Baba, oh, when did you reach here from Punjab? I gestured like this. That Sikh man thought that I am also a Sikh arrived there from Punjab. And here Hamid was looking at me with wide open eyes. You said you have come here in Kashmir for the first time and how come this Sikh man recognizes you? I said, I really don't know. And this kept on happening at many places. When we were at Shankaracharya temple, some people recognized me there also. They were talking to me very nicely, so I also reciprocated in the same way. And this kept happening at many places. Happened in Gulmarg, at Sonmarg also. It happened quite often that someone or the other used to meet, start talking nicely, used to talk affectionately. And here Hamid grew more and more suspicious day by day. Baba, you're definitely hiding something from me. You have come here before. I told him I've never come here. But he was like, then how come you're coming across so many people who know you? How can, if that's a coincidence, happens so repeatedly? And many people here, and this happened at 5-6 places, that people come to you themselves and you too meet them with affection. See, if they come to me with love, then why not I too meet them lovingly? But really, I don't know these people. But they come to me with love. I too meet them with the same. But absolute truth is that I never ever lie, and I haven't been to Kashmir before. So there was very mysterious atmosphere developed between us. He kept thinking, how come so many people from so many places recognize this man when he keeps saying he has never been here? Then what happened? He had a cousin. There was a houseboat where a stay was arranged. So this cousin of his came to meet me there on the boat. It was simple. There was a garden-like place they had developed. We took chairs and sat there, and we just went on talking just on and on for over 2 hours. And after 2 hours, as the cousin of his came back, Hamid asked him, you never knew him, not even acquaintance. How come you kept talking with this old man? Then the cousin said, I felt like I'm sitting here with my own father. The love I used to feel from my father, I kept seeing my own father in this old man. And now it all dawned on Hamid that all these people keep seeing someone of their own inside you, so they come and meet you. I said, I'm trying to tell you the same thing for so long, you're only not trying to understand. But as he experienced this all himself, his cousin told him he understood all of it. When you achieve this stage, by practicing meditation, where your own existence becomes negligible, your existence becomes zero. You become like that pious, pure and very clear water. People can see the image of anyone inside you. This formula is really very helpful in your old age. Let me tell you how. Suppose you have grown old now. Alright, you achieve this state, reach such a stage where you see your kids in every person you meet. Means whoever you come across, he should see his or her own father inside you. You should take yourself to such a stage. Now tell me, what is the need for your own sons now? Your own sons and daughters everywhere. If you are an old woman, take yourself at such a stage that whenever you meet somebody, they should see their own mother inside you. At your old age, you will find your own sons and your own daughters wherever you would be. Anyone would be there to help you, will be there for you on tours. Why? Because your own existence is zero. And when your own existence is nullified, he will be seeing his own mother inside you. And as he couldn't help his own mother in his own life, he'll come forward to help you seeing his mother. You should practice and achieve such a state. You make your own existence zero. Be so pious, be so pure that one should see his own father at your place. As he did not help out his own father, it had remained unfulfilled, and that this service of him is due. Now he will be on toes to offer a helping hand to you. So make good in your old age. And these mediums like dedication, meditation offer you a chance that you can get your sons and daughters wherever you would be. No, I am saying it all from my own experiences. You too start doing it and you will experience the same. Secondly, many people have set up clubs by being guru. How to be content, how to be happy, how to endure any situation in life. Everyone has their own club. I suggest always that a club should be opened with teachers how to attain detachment, how to die in peace. One should set up such a club. I will help you for that. Set up such a club. When you really get detached, all these material things related to body lose their importance. Secondly, there is another importance. If your knee is giving you pain, but you're not really feeling the knee pain at all, you're not feeling pain. Isn't it a good thing? Old age makes our organs to stop functioning properly. Ears lose function, eyes lose function, waist starts troubling. It happens with knees also. I am a fit and fine old man. Today I am in good shape, but after some days, I am going to reach that very stage. And that's why I am using a future tense here. And secondly, please be active. Even though I am an old man, still I am fit and fine, isn't it? I keep traveling from here and there and then somewhere. I keep holding camps. Keep yourself real active. And importantly, do what you always love to do. Now you might also think, many teachers come and ask me, Swamiji, when we conduct a 45 minutes lecture, we have to go and drink water. How come you manage to talk for 2.5 hours without having water? I say this is a miracle in me. I told them, firstly, I do not talk using my body. And second thing is, I do that work which while doing that work makes my soul very content. My soul gets happiness. Means I work from my soul. That's why while conducting 2.5 hours of lecture, I really don't need water. So you also go and find such work for your old age. This will make your old age way better. Means if you find such type of work in which you will keep yourself totally busy, and when we find and do the work we love the most, the tiredness doesn't set in. Even after hours of work, I'm myself doing this on you. What do you call it? Doing a favor on you and stop. Otherwise, I can keep talking until 2 o'clock in the night. Yes, I'm telling the truth here. Let me tell you what happens here. Once you reach that level of higher energy, I do not feel sleepy till 2 o'clock in the night anyway. I do not feel sleepy at all. Means these days when I use WhatsApp, it's 1:30 replying and all. Because you're not sleepy. Not that there are any thoughts, tensions, anything like that. Nothing whatsoever. Actually, to get some sleep, you have to come down back again to your body level, right? You see, all this time, I would be operating on soul level until I come back to body level from there. It's 2 o'clock already. It's 2 o'clock. Okay, think I can get some sleep now. As I said, I have a capacity to speak till 2 o'clock. So I'm making you free a whole lot earlier. What I keep thinking is these poor people are here since early evening. Let them go like that. Otherwise, I have a capacity to go until 2 o'clock. So what I want to emphasize is that when we choose some work which we love to do from all our hearts, we get free from the sense of our material body. When we forget about sense, what happens? We start working from our soul level, and when we work from our soul, there's no question of tiredness. So please find such work to do in your old age, where you will also be fit and fine and would be enjoying whatever you want to do. And if you don't find any such work, start preaching about dedication to the society and you will see how quickly your problems get solved. Really, I'm telling the truth. This all have come from my experience. Let me explain it more. Now here suppose I was a pipe, alright? Which was choked up by waste material, soil in there, and about cleaning it. Now the pipe can't clean and clear on its own, right? Then what did I do? I found a pressure pipe called Guru and I joined my pipe to this pressure pipe. As I attached my pipe, water started gushing in with a force and started dripping from another end. Gushing from here, dripping from there. So the water which is seeping out, if one would use it for drinking, that would make my pipe clean too, and if anyone would not use it and let it flow into sewer, still my pipe was getting cleaned. Similarly, you start preaching. Once you start preaching about dedication, a flow of energy will start flowing through you. Vibrations will start flowing from you, and your conscience would not be tangled inside some lifeless book, but attached to the living Guru's energy. And as it's attached to the living Guru, the alive energy from that alive Guru would start flowing into you. Now secondly, whether one receives your preaching or doesn't receive it, in both the situations, you are always gaining something. As you have become the medium, just decide and try it yourself. When you start preaching some bookish things to people, they don't listen to you, they run away. But you start preaching about dedication, people will start approaching and listening to you. This was told me factually by a Jain monk from his experience. This monk told me when we used to preach in the holy 4 months period, just some goons used to come and sit there who really didn't have any good work to do. They used to come and sit. Now wherever we go for speech, the whole town turns up to listen to us. I have experienced this change post-meditation. Then I told him, the people from whole town turn up, they don't really come for your speech, but because of your strong vibrations they come. Because of the energy in you, the vibes passing through you, the consciousness in you. So you too try and experiment this once. You should try. Then what really happens is, you do it just to engage yourself like some entertainment. Don't do it with any expectations. Like if I preach this to someone for 2 hours and then expecting he would come again as I've taught for 2 hours, find him. No need to keep finding him. Let him go. You just preach him this for 2 hours and come back. It's not your work to see if he has come back or not. Your work is just to teach and preach him for 2 hours. Let it be leave him there. Don't keep running after him. You keep focus on yourself. That you know what you say. Be expectationless and do your work. Don't pay attention to whether he has come back or not. Just be in you. Means just be within a certain border. Or else whether he wants to come or not, it's his area, right? Why are you worried about that? You be in your own border and work, then it will happen. If you do this, you will also get some worthwhile work. You will get a certain mission. Secondly, you yourself will feel good. Just do it and see. Your endurance will go. Your knees would still pain, but you won't feel it. Waist would be paining, but it won't be a big deal. Your neck would pain. Everything will happen. Your joints and ligaments would be brittle and pain too, but you will not come to know. You will not come to know that it is paining. And let it pain. What's such a big deal in it? You're not feeling it. That is more than enough. So, the real problem is that you come to know. If you don't come to know it's paining, let it pain. What happens, when you work from soul? No, till this all happens. I have also grown old now. Not like it doesn't happen at all. Let me tell you something from Bhavnagar. In Bhavnagar, once my lecture was scheduled in a university campus there. And at that time, my tooth started paining so much. It was so intense that I could not even open my mouth. Giving lecture won't be possible. Should I just go there and I would bless them like this and would come back. I thought now I really have to do something. This university has graciously invited me. I must do something about it. Because I was unable to open my mouth. I decided to go even then. I said, let's not cancel it. They asked about it. Still I said, no, we'll go there and do like this and we'll at least bless everyone. Thinking in such a way, I reached, greeted them, and when I sat there, a lecture on enlightenment was created there beautifully. Lecture was really so nice, means so pure of a joy and happiness about the experiences. And after that, as I got down from there and sat in the car, my tooth again started paining. Means what I want to say is, when we do such a work, that we don't do it from our material body. You do it from your soul. That time every problem of our body goes away. Every complaint of our body just goes away. Everything just gets pulled away till it's over. You too should find such a thing. Then your pain in knees, troubling waist pain, everything that has settled there, you will not even come to know how was waist, how was your knee. When you don't even see your knee, how come you will feel any pain? So this is it. Find some mission, and when you undertake the mission, it's good for you and good. What do you say? It's very good for your soul too. Your soul becomes strong. Your soul gets that strength. The more stronger the soul, the better is for you. As I said about donation the day before, actually the thing about donation is we have from our very birth. From the birth itself, from childhood, getting good marks, then getting education, getting a job, getting money, getting a good wife, getting. Every single time, it's the same one-sided game going on. Now, you cannot change it all at once. You cannot change it suddenly. Then what can we do? Giving donations. Giving means which was happening just like a one-way traffic till now. Getting. Giving. And this is giving without any thought of investment. Without keeping any expectations. Without treating like a bribe. Giving a different way, a different path, a way to change your character inside out. You are taking this path through donating. You just change your own behavior. Up till now, we were just getting, isn't it? Now start giving. And this giving is also without any purpose, no purpose to it. If you do so with purest of intentions, then slowly, we get out from this tangling web of getting only. Now see, one person who's used to function in a certain way did something completely different, did something very differently, then he gets some relaxation. Like that, we have functioned only in getting in life. At a point gave away 1 rupee, but we gave away without expectations, without thinking as investment, didn't give away to reduce the load of sins, without any expectations, just gave away so that my soul felt solace in giving. Gave away. And in this way, this track you are dwelling will slowly start changing. This is also a track only. From this track, one can change himself inside out. You can make a difference here. What I mean to say is, different paths like this, ways like this, you must find yourself for you. And now, try to find out how you can use the dedication. Firstly, by achieving self-realization, by practicing it consistently. And after that, if you undertake the preaching about it, when you achieve those experiences, and on the basis of the confidence, you will be able to tell others with more and more conviction, with this developed confidence. And secondly, you will be saying the truth. Truth has got its own vibrations. Like how I say things, I am telling you this. These are all true things. And If you try to recheck them, verify them, you will find them sequentially happening. Like when I was learning dedication in Himalayas, I had written about Khamti sect, that there's a group, they wear so and so types of clothes. Later on that some people googled it to verify that. They got to know about that group, knew their dresses, means actually everything was true. Now speaking of this truth has got its own vibrations, truth has got its own confidence. So first thing, take experience. Firstly, know that feeling. And after experiencing, then you can talk about it. Secondly, today we learn about throat chakra. I never design my lecture while coming here. I go on talking according to what you are wishing to learn. Throat chakra is related to the success in our life. It's related to our achievements. Whether we become successful or we fail. This all is dependent on the throat chakra in our body. If our throat chakra is activated nicely, we can get success early. If throat chakra is not activated, then it takes long time to succeed. And secondly, as we all see around, we come across many kids who spend their whole year playing, having fun, but they study just for a month or so and they secure good marks. And there we see one boy who studies hard for the whole year, still marks he gets are lesser. How does this happen? This happens because of your throat chakra. One student's throat chakra is activated and others is not. Now how does throat chakra's quality get reduced? It happens many a times that when a mother is pregnant, when she gets pregnant, very firstly, actually she's the one who comes to know that she's pregnant now. She's pregnant, and after that, what is her very first reaction? It happens. Now as she gets pregnant, if she's waiting for a long time to get pregnant, she would be happy that finally I'm pregnant. Like that, if she becomes very happy, then good vibrations, good vibes, good energy is received by the fetus. And if she becomes stressful that, oh no, why I got pregnant so early, I haven't become permanent in my office, we haven't bought our own home yet, even my husband's job isn't stable. If she keeps on thinking negatively in her mind, this negative thinking too is given to the fetus and it affects the throat chakra adversely. Adverse effects means this makes it weaker. And what happens when it gets weaker? That fetus will be having a weakened throat chakra since birth. And what if it's already affected? For this whole life, this kid will not be able to gain success for his whole life. He will not be able to succeed because his throat chakra would be affected since his birth itself. So when you are still in the womb of your mother, then you have, the mothers often say this, now there's life, now it's alive. That thing happens after 3rd or 4th month. So that time, serpent power enters your body from the crown chakra and it goes down and stabilizes there. That time, the chakras in our body which are activated, they are able to absorb the energy from the flow. The chakras which are underdeveloped, they are unable to do so obviously. So what I meant is that, if the throat chakra is affected, then the mother has been feeling guilty. Then this kid will have a deteriorated throat chakra since his birth. And that is why, whatever may be the situation, in whatever the circumstances you have become pregnant, please, always welcome that child always. Never ever think like, my job is yet to be started, I was yet to become a permanent employee, my home is yet to be bought. Look, this can all be achieved later also. But about that new life, why are you making his life a failure? By these negative thoughts, by negative thinking, you are affecting his whole life adversely. He will be an unsuccessful person for his life. And that's why mothers need to be careful. Whenever you get pregnant, whenever you come to know, welcome him with love. Be always happy, cheerful. Many times it's been said, during pregnancy, you should read many holy books, religious lectures should be listened. Why? More happier, the atmosphere, she will have better effects on the fetus. For 9 months, the mother keeps implanting good impressions slowly on her child. Secondly, after giving birth to the child, for next full year, a mother has a golden chance for her own development, her spiritual development. Why is it so? Look now, wherever she's busy in job, when she's in another room, or just sitting somewhere, wherever she might be, or whatever work she's doing, her unwavered attention is always focused on her own child. And the child is always the most pious and pure. When your conscience is focused on such pure and pious thing, your conscience will also absorb that. So the mother has a good chance to achieve a good spiritual level after the birth of her child for the next 1 year since the birth. As in the year your conscience is fully focused on child, a good stage, a good progress, you should try to achieve in that period. It can happen. Throat chakra is in relation to the success you get, achievements you make. Many times, many people just keep failing in their lives. They just fail again and again. So when you fail again and again, what's the way out? Let me tell you. Suppose a person stands here, and from here he attempts to get higher and higher up. And as he tries to go higher up, he falls down. Then again he attempts to go up, again he falls. Again he tries to go up, again he falls down. Again he goes up, again he falls down. So he has fallen down to this stage. And as he has fallen down here, he is carrying the weight of all previous failures on him. Continuous failures, 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 failures. Now what should a person do in this situation? I give advice to such a person that he should not undertake any efforts to succeed anymore. This is time to join meditation, time to join the collectivity. And secondly, you know what he must do when he joins? He has to stick himself there, to the position where he has reached. What happens, you see? As this person tries to go higher, if he climbs 1 foot higher, he will fall 2 feet down. Why? Because to go higher, he left his position where he was sitting. He left a settled position, and as he leaves his place, the pressure he has accumulated till now will crush him downwards, and he will only fall more. So such person should settle at his very position for some days. He should fasten his position. He must do nothing. He should not even try to go high up. And till what point he should not try? Till the crushing force gets nullified. And as the crushing force will get reduced, you must find and join a good collectivity. Join positive collectivity. And meditation and dedication are the best collectivities in the world. The purest collectivities. This is an universal level collectivity. You can join hands with the good people spread all over the world, who are achievers in their respective fields, who are successful in their own fields. And when you will join the collectivity of such good people in the meditation, what will happen? The first thing, the unending chain of failures will break. And as this stretch of failures will end, as you achieve the balance, as you go at a balanced state, this very collectivity of millions will carry you higher. Because as they all are moving higher only, how can they just leave you behind? They will carry you to upwards, but till then, you should keep trying to join them. As soon as you join a good collectivity, a positive collectivity, they will carry you higher up with them automatically. I speak about collectivity, positivity, pure soul, pious soul, etc., etc. But do not take it in the sense that in collectivity everyone is pious and good. I am being truthful with you. These are not at all any Himalayan monks or like that. All these people are from this society. As there are fakes and cons in a community, we too have fakes and cons. Alright, secondly, my stature is like an ocean. Like an ocean means there are many pure rivers coming and mixing up. Okay, welcome. Some surest to mixing up, welcome. Means the ocean is the one that accepts anything. It doesn't say no to anything. Like you don't come. And Sadhguru's stature is same like this. He doesn't say no to anybody. One is good, welcome. One is bad, welcome to. Everyone's welcomed. Now the question arises, I don't have freedom to choose. Like I would take good people and reject the bad people. Do I have a choice? No, I must accept everyone as it is, have to welcome everybody, but you do have a choice. You must choose. Choose to be in good people's company, better company of people you should choose. How? Like how you go for holy bath at Ganges. Then can Ganga say that I'm so pure and I'm so pious? Because she herself knows that Kanpur banks are filthy. There are dirty banks around Kanpur. Then can she say she can't call herself as wholly dirty too? Because at some places, Haridwar, Rishikesh, she's cleanest. So she can't call herself dirty, call herself cleanest. Similarly, I neither can call myself as good, nor can call myself as bad. I really have no say there. So as there are good and bad, both kinds of river banks Ganga has. River Ganga has no freedom to choose only the good and reject the bad. Is there? No. But the person going to take holy bath in Ganga, he does have a choice. You take your time and search. With a calm mind you find out the best river bank of the river Ganga, where there is no filthiness, where the water is clean, clear and pure, where the water is pious. Go to such river bank and have your holy bath. This is in your hands. You can do these things. This freedom of choice you do have. It's not there for Ganga. Exactly in the same way. When you talk to anybody for just 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you will yourself come to know that this disciple is good or not good. If the disciple is good, then be in his company. Try to get more closer to him. Try to join him. Take holy baths at the bank. Means here in this, there are good disciples and not so good ones. Alright. Secondly, the Sadguru always remains positive. Then, bad disciples means who are new ones. Those disciples also slowly get groomed up and they mature into good ones. It takes time. Some take long time, some progress rapidly. Each one has a different story. But you do have a choice. You choose a good company. You be with good people. You see, for so many days, living together, do you get such opportunity for free? That you have all the free time but no work? You are getting this golden chance here. You create your own circle and expand it. Just don't be in your sentence group only. Join the people from other places. Join the groups from other countries. Almost 400 people have come from abroad. Do join them. Expand your circle. These experiences will benefit you only. You will grow with these experiences. And secondly, email, WhatsApp, etc. are free now. Then with these you should keep in touch and grow contacts for your growth. Expand your groups, expand your company of good people, expand your circle of better people. This all lies in your hands. The way your collectivity will grow, the bigger your circle would expand. This all is beneficial to you only. So throat chakra is that chakra to which your success entirely is related. So if you're not getting success in your life, if you're getting failures, then for some time, stop all your efforts for time being. Stop taking all efforts means get your full focus on doing meditation, on practicing meditation. Try to embrace this good collectivity. What you have to do is to join collectivity. And as you join this, the whole collectivity is trying to make an upward progress, making an advancement further. Now in this situation, how can you be left behind? But till then, what you dearly need is to join this collectivity, to be a part of the collectivity. Secondly, after this camp is over, do this ritual for 45 days. What happens? Whenever you plant a seed, do you get the crop immediately after planting? No, it doesn't. When you plant the seed, does it immediately grow into a tree? For that to happen, you have to give it its own time. Similarly, you too will have to wait for 45 days. And during these 45 days, make this seed your guru. What does making seed guru mean? As you have seen, so small, the seed is this small in size. This tiny seed keeps lying in the soil, and on this seed, there are this big stones lying there, scattered. This seed doesn't waste its energy fighting the stones. Because the stones are this big, the seed is this small. So anyway, seed hasn't got the capacity to fight. So what if it keeps fighting and wasting itself? It can never grow bigger. It can never be matured and fertile. What does it do? It doesn't fight the rocks. It doesn't resist the rocks. It dodges the rocks. Slowly, it keeps creating its way between the rocks, keeps growing between the gaps, and keeps going and going upwards. It doesn't waste its energy fighting the rocks. Similarly, in this 8 days camp, whatever you have got, this seed of inner energy, the seed is small, really this tiny. So do not use this, such a teeny tiny seed, to fight against all odds, to fight your problems. Don't use this means what to do now? Let me tell you. For 45 days, just keep about all the problems of your life aside. You just write them down if you wish. Whatever the problems there are, the hurdles you have, address it to any god or power you worship. Leave all of them to that power, and for next 45 days, do not pay any heed to them at all. There is this problem, this difficult situation, etc. Just forget all of that. Divert all your attention from those problems. Focus your attention completely on the speck of energy, on this seed of energy. That how you can grow and nurture this seed, how you can turn it into a tree. Keep all your attention to this one thing. What happens then? This seed will slowly start growing big, and your problems, they will still be there, but they won't grow. But as this seed will keep sprouting, it will turn into a small plant. Then it will turn into a bigger plant. As it will turn into a big plant, then it may happen that the sheep nearby will try to eat its leaves up. Means your relatives, your family members may tease you, that's what he's doing, he's good for nothing, anything they'll say. Just hear them. These people, like the sheep converge to eat up the plants, these people also will be voting together to tease you, will try to divert you, will talk negative, keep hearing all that. Just don't pay attention to it. You just keep moving upwards and upwards. But after this 45 days, you will find this seed grown into a big tree. And when you will grow into a big tree, the relatives, those very sheep who were trying to eat you all up, the same sheep would come and sit into your shadow. Means what? The people who never appreciated you, the same people will try to be lovingly around you. Like nothing, I was just around here buying vegetables, thought I would come and meet you, so I have come here. There's nothing permanent. When your soul becomes entirely pious, when your soul becomes content, when your soul becomes powerful, your aura evolves with it too, and everyone around you would long to be in the vicinity of such an aura. You'll be achieving such a state. So the people who never appreciated you, they too will start loving you. So just focus all the energy into growing the seed you have got. Do not waste your energy into fighting rocks, resisting the rocks. Don't waste it like this. Because now, as the seed is so tiny, small, even after these 8 days, the energy inside you is that tiny only. The spark in you is still small. But the problems of your life are still rock solid. Rock solid means they are there for years. Then why to focus on them now? You endured it for so long, do it for 45 days more. You will be practicing for 22.5 hours in those 45 days. How much I'm asking from you? Just 22.5 hours. Half an hour every day. Enough. Sit for 22.5 hours. These 22.5 hours will change your life. And after 45 days, you can take your call that whether to continue meditation or not. After this 45 days, if your life gets changed positively, if you see any positive changes in your life, only then you continue. Otherwise, you can leave it. What can I say more than this? You experience it yourself. Do not go over my experience. Do not obey me. Keep observing yourself. Focus totally on your experiences. Make those experiences your guru. No guru is wiser than your experience. So try and be your own guru. Take your own experiences. Observe what you keep feeling. And with experience, you will learn yourself that how much you are changing, how the changes are taking place. This positivity, not only just you, but people too will start noticing. The changes that took place in you, people will start noticing those. But to achieve this, you will have to keep meditating consistently. And secondly, Sai Baba has said, all the gods are one. This opens up an infinite vision for you. Infinite vision means the God is one, Almighty is one. This vision will refrain you from being a radical person. The more radical person you become, the more your throat chakra will deteriorate. Throat chakra will degrade. And the broader your vision, your realization will be the more your throat chakra will be evolving. It will become purer. And that's why any religiously radical person cannot progress in spirituality, cannot achieve advancement because his throat chakra is affected. Until throat chakra is not activated, till throat chakra is not pure, till it's not blossomed, further progress cannot happen. The advancement can't be achieved. Throat chakra is just not only for material world, but for spiritual development is of much importance. It's so much essential. When one's throat chakra is affected, he will be sitting with all, meditating. Everyone's hands will have vibrations. Everyone will be feeling that energy. Everyone's hands will be emitting those energy vibrations. Now, this man's hands too will be emitting energy. This person too becomes medium of energy, but he will be having no realization of it. Realization here means success. As his throat chakra is affected, though he has it, though he has the energy, he won't feel that at all. Why he will not feel it? Because throat chakra is not pure yet. But for this, he does not need to be demoralized. Many people are there. Many disciples are there. They are meditating for so many years, practicing for so long. But they do not feel the vibrations. But they always say, Swamiji, even then we feel better. We feel better meditating. So they do meditation. They don't feel the vibrations. I keep telling them, keep sitting on the river bank. One day a wave will reach to you. And secondly, you are not feeling anything. You are getting no experience. Even then too, you are in this collectivity for years. Is it a lesser experience? This is an experience itself. Without getting experience, this is still an experience that you are still connected. On Mahashivratri, when we organize camp at Dandi Center, these Jain monks, saints from all the regions, when they come for Mahashivratri there, they always say, in this forest where there is not any Shiv temple. Normally, where do people go on Mahashivratri? It's a Shiv temple. In this vast forest where there is no Shiv temple, at such a place, 40,000 people gathering together at like 3:30 in the morning is absolutely a miracle. At 3:30 at dawn, 40,000 people gathered to do meditation. And there is no Shiv temple, no Shiv statue, nothing whatsoever. Why do they come? Why do they gather? Because they have already realized and seen the Shiv element residing inside themselves. They don't need any external temple or external statue anymore. Relying on this single experience, so many people at this time at dawn, which is an auspicious time, gathering together, is a very big incident itself. This ritual is being performed, that people do this ritual of 45 days. And after completion of these 45 days, on the day of Mahashivratri, when they complete the ritual on this day, for that all disciples gather over there together And all of them together perform meditation collectively, practice meditation collectively. Not getting experience or not feeling them. You get the experience, but you don't realize that experience. This happens because of throat chakra. By concentrating of our throat chakra, we can activate the throat chakra. If you are not, while meditating, feeling any experiences, if the hands are not feeling vibrations, then you should focus all your attention to your throat chakra. As you focus your attention, you will have a feeling that you are experiencing pulsations there. Gradually, your throat chakra will get evolved. At many places, at various times, I have come across such contradictions in my life, where there is a place, but the importance of place is forgotten. What kind of place we are going? What kind of place we are reaching? That place is seldom felt important. We don't realize the importance of the place. Two of such places that I came across situated in Alwar, Rajasthan. One such place was that which was considered to be a meditating place of a Sadguru, and peoples worshipped it seeing that way. And when I happened to be there, I told the managers over there that this isn't Guru's meditating place but a shrine down there. And as the holy vibrations are emitting from the shrine, you feel better after coming here. But they said they didn't know about that. They were thinking that it's just his meditating place. It means he stayed there for many days, lived there in fact. I said he didn't just live, it's not a meditating place. Here, he started his final journey. There's a shrine there and its vibrations are being felt even today. I'm experiencing even today. In Alwar too, I went to this small place. There I saw a small shrine built at a place. And stepping on that shrine, even the workers were going in the temple. A very huge temple was being built. A really big temple was built. Real huge, really a big one. Its pillars really were this huge. As we come across, when a bridge is being built, its pillars were this huge. Such big pillars were built. A very huge temple was built. And when I was asked to come inside the temple, they told me also, just keep your feet on that shrine and come, that's the right way. As my mind was focused on that shrine, I came to know that the vibrations from that shrine was the very reason behind this temple to be built, and the fate of that very shrine was that people were putting their feet on it and climbing. Such things happen. When I told them this, they stopped stepping on it completely. I told them to light a lamp there regularly. Stop putting feet on it. You also stop stepping. Ask your workers also. Just close that path. It's not a path at all. The vibration of this shrine is the very reason behind your successful task. And you are neglecting that very shrine. Then they changed approach, made some changes there. Many times. There are many such neglected places, many neglected areas, which remain neglected for years together, for no one pays attention to them. Secondly, these days, aura, vibrations, energy, throwing such words randomly has become fashionable. People keep using these words like trendy fashion. Like if they don't like a certain person, then no, his aura is bad itself. Means he doesn't like the person, so his aura is termed bad. Secondly, the more and more fake you behave, the more you try to fake, this everything goes against your throat chakra. In reality, your soul knows what you really are. At what stage you are, your soul is aware of this. Whenever you start faking something, whatever isn't there, you start trying to make others believe that it is there. This does affect your throat chakra. Then many times, I keep telling my disciples, followers, that your devotion, your feelings, your dedication, express it only what you really feel. If you are dedicated just 10%, show it as 10% only. Don't express as 50%. Don't think of 100% also. If you show it at 100%, then you should be like a carbon copy of me. Are you? No. Then don't even say about total dedication. Because what it is not there. And you're showing off. That means you yourself are doing something against your own soul. And when you do things against your own soul, then what will happen? Your throat chakra will be affected more. Many times it happens to do a certain wrong thing. Our relatives, all our friends, our colleagues pressurize us quite a lot. Hey, everyone's doing this, man, you should too fall in this line. They pressurize you so much, and after pressurizing, make you perform that wrong thing. And when we keep on doing these wrong things, that time, divine speck inside you, which is too tiny in existence then. We have made its divine existence too weak, too frail to be honest. And because it's so weak, it makes you alert, but too feebly, too weak of call it gives. It gives a weak call. Whatever it is you are going to do is not right, don't do this. It alerts you once or twice, you overpower. Hey, it's alright, I'm going to do it anyway. Again it gives you a weak call. Whatever you are going to do, don't do this, it's not right. Keeps alerting again and again and again and again, twice, thrice, very feebly. But we suppress those calls from our soul and do that wrong thing. And after doing that wrong thing, when bad impacts hits you from that wrongdoing, when it hits you back, all relatives and friends leave you alone. Relatives will leave you, friends will run away, your buddies will leave you, colleagues will leave, everyone will disown you. No one will be there to support you when it hits back. And when no one will be there, that speck of divine which is still there inside you, it says, I had warned you about this, then why did you go ahead with this? I had said don't do it, then why did you still do it? Then you, to seek escape from this, may run into any forest. Travel to some hill station, you go and stay in any resort. Still, the inner voice of you keeps saying in a loop, I had said don't do this, then why did you still do it? I had said don't do this, then why did you still do it? I had said don't do this, then why did you still do it? The voice of your soul inside keeps on repeating. Now, how are you going to shut it off? You escape to any corner of the world, still the inner voice will keep on repeating. If you want to keep away from this state, then learn to tell the colleagues and friends on their faces, I will not do this work as my inner soul forbids me to do. It's alright, they may get offended, may feel even bad also, but you won't be doing anything that goes against your soul. And when you will not do anything against your soul, that stage may not come where you will feel ashamed of yourself. And when a person falls in his own eyes, in anyone else's mind, he can never be respected. Secondly, those who lack self-esteem, only those present themselves as fake. Like we have seen, in old times, those pendulum hanging in those old clocks, moving constantly like this from this side to that side like this. They used to keep moving 3 inches this side, 3 inches that side. Means for those middle 3 seconds, he keeps feeling that guilt. Now, person's feeling guilty, alright, but his reaction will be opposite. He will behave too much greedy, show that off. That I'm something. He tries to portray this off from inside. I'm absolutely nothing. He knows that at the core. Inside he knows, I'm nothing. Outside he's showing off, I'm that big guy. Means if you see closely, he's all pretense outwards, but exactly opposite of this. He's feeling at his core. So this nothingness and greed, a pendulum of this keeps on swinging. He who is content at core, satisfied at the core, he will never show off greedily. He is happy, content. So all this showing off and pretense, he doesn't need it at all. So talking about guilt conscience, you must have at many places. You must have seen possession by gods. Goddesses comes, Mahakali comes, Hanumanji comes, Mahalakshmi ji came. What is all this about? See, the women who are given no value at home, who have no respect at home, who have no support at home, but they wish that people should respect them, people should value them. Means they are totally empty inside, impurities have set in totally. Now with this, many souls find their way into the body. Soul here doesn't mean what you're thinking, soul means thoughts. Then they stay in atmosphere in the form of thoughts. And when you seek importance, you seek self-value, they enter in you. And when they come in you, because they are powerful, you also get that energy suddenly. You get the vigor and people start giving importance to you. One such incident happened in England some years ago. It happened in England. In England, a husband arrived with his beloved wife. He brought his wife and said to me, Swamiji, she is the Mahalakshmi of London. I greeted her. Oh, alright, sit. So she sat. And after that he said, she calls Mahalakshmi ji in her. She can do it in 5 minutes. I kept watching her after that. I focused my attention on her. I kept with intention that if she invites some energy from outside, it won't be able to enter. And if someone is really inside her, it can't get out. As I focused my attention on her for 5 minutes, nothing happened then. She just kept sitting there. Half an hour passed, still nothing happened. Husband said at home she invites Mahalakshmi in just 5 minutes. Today it's half an hour now, still she is not calling her. I said now Mahalakshmi will not come. She just lost her confidence that was there. I can call her in me. That confidence is gone. Now half an hour has passed, she won't come. And I told her husband, learn to respect her at home. Care for her self-respect. She's feeling neglected at home. She's feeling empty at home. And because of her throat chakra is getting deteriorated. This throat chakra is faltered because of that emptiness. And many other souls are using her, making her their medium. Secondly, When they come, they will always come saying, I'm God or Goddess. They will never say that they are ghosts or some other thought. They won't say. I used to stay in a village during my meditation period. I lived there. And coincidentally, it happened while I was staying there, the day of yearly fair came. Now, there was this hill outside the village. On that hill, there was this small temple, and around that area, this fair used to take place. It was a huge fair, a big one. Swamiji, today is the day of our yearly fair. I said, all right. Swamiji, you must visit there. I said, look, don't ask me to come over there. You enjoy your fair. I'm good staying here in the village only. They kept insisting me so much. I insisted, do not take me to the fair, please. I want you to really enjoy the fair, have lots of fun there. Don't ask me to come. They were so persistent that they did take me to the fair forcibly. As we reached there, and there was a veranda, they made me sit there. A person was sitting there. He used to invoke some gods inside him, and as gods entered him, people used to ask solutions for their problems. A huge crowd used to be around him. And that day, he tried, very hard he tried. Nothing entered in him. No God came. And I was knowing negative power cannot even transform in front of positive power, and that's why I was insisting not to take me there in the first place. All the people from the village started saying bad things to that person. Like, you ruined this fair today, nothing happened here. He said, what can I do? I'm trying hard to call, but nothing's happening. What can I do? And I was knowing that if they take me there, their fair is going to get ruined. That's why I was insistent that don't take me there, don't take me there. So the negative power cannot transform when positive power is present there. These unsatisfied thoughts, those keep roaming in the atmosphere. When you are always weak, unsatisfied, emptiness setting in you, then these thoughts make you their medium. And by making you their medium, through you, keep doing what others ask them, and you get the importance, you get some value. Try asking for self-realization to any of such people. They will never be able to, because he himself hasn't achieved it. How can he give? Try asking for salvation from any such person. As he himself hasn't got, he won't give it. When Ravana came to abduct Sita, he came disguising as a monk. In the same way, all these entities come disguising themselves as gods. Psychological treatment is the answer for these people. Their inner emptiness needs to be taken out. Those who are feeling neglected, that should be corrected for good. They should be given value. They should be given their worth. Secondly, speaking of value and importance now, you go to meet any Sadguru. Suppose 5 of you went to some Sadguru. And out of that, Guru is focusing fully only on one of them, giving that attention. Talking to him again and again, and rest 4, they are being avoided. Now what would you think about it? See this Sadguru giving importance to him alone and just ignoring us. In fact, the situation is usually exact opposite. That person's stage is normally the weakest. And to prevent the negativity inside him from spreading around, the Guru would be focusing all his conscience on that one. Now what you are seeing and what actually is exactly opposite. So, the Sadguru needs to be understood, needs to be valued. In the first place, because what we see, that and what is there really may be totally different. As I've told you, you go to Shirdi to bow in front of Sai Baba. But how you should do it, that I told you. Be balanced when you go. Don't lose your equilibrium. Be in the central nerve. Go without any expectations. Don't go to ask anything. Just ask Him to be with you. In His closeness, you get everything. In His closeness, you are blessed. No demand of blessings is necessary. Sai's blessing is like a huge stream constantly flowing. By just standing in front of that stream, if you ask for blessings, it will not be able to shower you, because blessings is not a commodity that you take out and give 5 rupees. His blessings a thing. Blessing is a stream constantly flowing, a stream of energy. As you go under that specific stream, you are bathed in blessings. Then there is no need to keep praying for showers. And so, Sai blessings is a stream. Just surrender yourself into that stream. You will be showered with blessings automatically. There is no need to ask at all. You will never get blessings by demanding. It happens. Many people's work gets done, many people's works does not. And whose work does not get done, they console that it's because of my past bad deeds. No. You weren't there into the stream. You see, just imagine yourself. You're standing near the stream and standing there for 2 hours. Oh God, shower me. Oh stream, shower me. Oh God, shower me. Is it going to shower you? No, it's not going to. The way that stream has been built is natural. The way that stream is inartificial. In the same way, the blessings from Guru are natural too. Guru's blessings are inartificial. He has absolutely no control over it. Is the stream in control of itself? That okay, you are standing there, I will shower there for you. Is it possible? No, the stream flows in a specific path, with a specific speed, with specific force, only in a specific field, in a specific area, in a specific boundary only. How much ever you pray, it will not leave its boundaries and come close and shower you itself. It can't flow like that. Why? Because it is natural. In the same way, Sai's blessings are natural. If you keep asking from afar, you won't get them. You will have to surrender to achieve them. If your wishes are not being fulfilled, that means you have not surrendered fully. You are lacking something in surrendering. You are just not under the stream. See, if you're not into the stream, you won't have to pray, bathe me, bathe me. You will be showered as it is. So, first understand what Sai's blessings are. Blessings is a natural stream. As soon as we surrender fully to it, it will shower you then and there. Then we are lacking somewhere in surrender. We are not able to surrender fully. We have been clinging to the problem so tightly. We are so engulfed in our problems that our conscience is just not into surrender at all. If we surrender fully, then shower will automatically happen. One day, when construction of Dandi Hermitage took place, it's an old incident 15 years ago. I used to stay in a small hut there. The nearby people used to come to meet me in that hut. One day the wife of the collector came to meet me and said, Swamiji, I have met this Swami, I have met that Swami, I have met that Swami. She took names of some big one, pious ones. But I didn't have any experience. I didn't have any realization. Nothing changed inside me. I feel no changes in me. I told her, you have been taking showers in 4 bathrooms at once and still you are same filthy as before. That means in 4 bathrooms you never even stepped into the showers at all. Means you may have surely met 4 gurus, but you surrendered to no one, and so your shortcomings are still as intact as they are. There is no realization, there is no change. For this, those gurus are not at fault. Fault is yours. That you couldn't learn anything from them. And your husband, being on a high post, it's possible for you to meet a lot of people. People meet you, give importance to you, but you can't receive anything. And I'm the last one in your life. And after this, there will be no guru coming in your life. Your privileges would be done. So, where we are heading to? Where we are reaching? How much close you keep with your guru? This is all not important at all. What is important is what you are receiving from your interactions, how much you absorb from guru's givings. If you are not able to introspect while being close to your guru, then there is no place in the whole world where you can possibly think of becoming introspective. Because Sadguru is only one such place which can make you travel in words, who can make you introspect. Every other place will pull your attention to outer world only. If you can't introspect while even being close to the Guru, then there is no place in the world where you can possibly introspect, it won't happen. There is no better use of Sadguru other than this. So far, how long you remained with Sadguru is not important at all. Important is how did you utilize that specific time with the Guru? How much time you could, in those moments, you could introspect. The more you introspect, the more sensitivity will arise within you. And more sensitive your soul would grow, the more bodily notions will slowly diminish. And all these problems of your life, all that suffering of your life, all those difficulties of your life, all these problems of life are related to your body itself. When the notion regarding your body will end, all the problems will end then. Alright, now let's all introspect and meditate now. Nothing much. As we did yesterday, we will do the same. Sit straight now. Keep the backbone straight. Both hands forward. Look straight. Now keep your right palm on top of your head. And press gently on top of your head. And while you're pressing, rotate slowly clockwise. And now very slowly, very gently, slowly take your hand down. Now we will say 3 times. I am a pious soul. I am a pure soul. I am a pious soul. I am a pure soul. I am a pious soul. I am a pure soul. Now keep your attention at the top of your head and meditate for some time. Now let's pray to the Divine Supreme. O Almighty, please give me self realization. O Almighty, please give me self realization. O Almighty, please give me self realization. Slowly, open your eyes and pay attention to your hands. You will feel your body is emitting the energy, vibrations are coming out, especially from your hands, feet, and the crown chakra. God bless you. Now, tomorrow, we will learn brow chakra. Brow chakra is Sadhguru's place in ourselves. Clearing that will lead us to crown chakra. So, in tomorrow's meditation, we will learn about Sai Baba's self realization. All of you, get your wishes to attain self realization. I hope for the same. Greetings.